The verdict is in. Welcome to The Last Rant. I'm your host, Brian Greeny, ex-chief of police. So the case is settled. Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty for the homicide of Austin Metcalf in Texas. And I actually learned something. In Texas, the jury decides the fate of the offender. They make the sentence. They decide how long the offender will be locked up in prison for. So they have the discretion. Now, the judge in this case said that, obviously this is a very serious matter, and he wants a message sent that they're not going to stand for violence like this in this community. Well, the jury came back with a sentence of 35 years. 35 years, so what is that kid, 17, maybe 18 now? 53 years old. But there's a caveat to this. After half the sentence, he's eligible for parole. So 17 and a half years, this Karmelo Anthony may, if he's an upstanding citizen in prison, he could be out at around 35 years of age and still have a whole life ahead of him. What do you guys think? Leave me a message in the comments. I mean, I'm waiting to see if there's going to be riots on the streets or if people are happy. It doesn't take much to set a community off. I've seen it many times when there's a racially charged trial like this. The thing about this case, only Karmelo Anthony can know if he went into the situation planning on trying to create a situation where he could commit a potentially fatal outcome on whoever he entices into a fight. Many times, people will get life without parole for a homicide type of case. So he's getting off pretty lightly. I mean, if you look at it, he's going to get out sometime between the age of 35 and, 52? Something like that. So he could have a nice chunk of life ahead of him, whereas the victim, Austin Metcalf, his life's over. It ended. What do you guys think is fair in this type of situation? It's a hard call. I've seen lots and lots of cases. A lot of times, if it's not in Michigan, I don't know what they do in Texas, but in Michigan you have first-degree murder, second-degree murder, manslaughter. Manslaughter is usually like a 15-year felony. Premeditated first-degree murder could be a life sentence usually. Second degree, that's where the discretion kind of comes in. And this is probably what that situation kind of was. I don't know how they term that or the terminology for that in Texas, but I'm guessing that's what the situation was. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like a pretty fair penalty to me. More on the 35 years, not the 17 and a half for early parole, but that's why they have parole boards. That's why they have probation. And, I guess incarceration's supposed to be for rehabilitation. So we'll have to see what happens with this guy. He ends up getting in a lot of trouble or having issues when he's in prison. He'll do the whole sentence. Sometimes things happen in prison where they catch more charges and they end up being there much longer. So only time will tell. Just a short little video here on The Last Rant. I really don't have anything to rant about. If he would have been found not guilty, I'd probably rant. I don't like to see anybody lose their life, I don't think when you stab somebody in a fight it's justified. You want to fight? Fight, a fist fight. You don't need to stab somebody. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Greeny out.